Good evening, friend. Here and do a video of the most recent things that are happening in my city. So, as of yesterday, no, as of 2 days ago, there was no confirmed cases in Ottawa or Kanata. Kanata is the west end suburb of Ottawa. As of yesterday, there was one. As of today, there's been two in Ottawa. The one person from yesterday actually came and went to work, and he works in Kanata. Probably lives in Kanata. I don't know. But everything's like going all crazy. That company shut down, sent people home, to work from home. Now there's in my area at the Canadian Tire Center, Disney on Ice was supposed to be this weekend. They had one showing today. This morning it went off, or I guess lunchtime or whatever, maybe this afternoon. It went off without a hitch. An hour or so later, they canceled all the rest of the shows because it was big amounts of people, they're canceling. Just came in now that the Ministry of Education has canceled school for 2 weeks following March break, which is next week. So for the next 3 weeks, my kid will not be at school. Don't know about the colleges and universities. I heard from last night, my daughter who's in college, that they were discussing doing things online for the rest of the next online. Her classes aren't. So the way that this is working, that they might be doing the stuff online and classes will be canceled. Don't know about her placement because she's in placement 2 days a week in a group home. So I don't know. But Disneyland has been canceled. They're telling people not to go on cruises or whatever. They're saying to not. Well, first this morning, our Ontario Minister Doug Ford said to people, "Don't worry about your vacations if you're going away. Just when you come back, self-isolate and stuff like that. If you're feeling unwell, or even if you're not feeling well, to try and just, don't worry." But then all of a sudden, schools are canceled for 2 more weeks. So go on your. All I know is in my area, Costco has not had toilet paper for the past 2 weeks and the wipes. Now, other grocery stores have had toilet paper and wipes and stuff, but everybody is like going crazy at Costco. I don't understand. Okay, when I did groceries last Wednesday, 6th, and there was wipes and Lysol bleach, but I was going near the end of the day, so maybe everybody else got it too. But the cases that have been happening in Canada, there's only been one death, and that was an 80-some-odd-year-old man who was in a long-term care facility that had other health issues on top of things. So he was dealing with something else before he got sick, and then they diagnosed the coronavirus, and then within 24, 48 hours or something, he died of it. And then that whole place has been under quarantine. It's just crazy. I don't know. And I'm not necessarily scared of the virus because most of the people that are getting the virus, it's been fairly mild, have not been happening a lot where there's proper sanitation and stuff like that. But our hospitals are already at 110 in the hallways, especially even at the children's hospital and everything like that. There's nowhere else to put them. We are getting an emergency coronavirus testing center that they're setting up that should be open by Monday. So don't go to the hospitals. Don't, call the telehealth. Stay home. Self-isolate. Protect yourself. If you are sick, wear a mask. Wear gloves. Do not try. That's driving me nuts. Is everybody's going crazy about? Oh no, I have to buy like 2 weeks worth of food or whatever, a month's worth of food. Okay, every 2 to 3 weeks I go shopping for 2 to 3 weeks worth of food. Times impulse buying, the more times I'm spending more money that I don't need. Of a little bit of a stockpile of the necessities of things that they use every day, the tomato sauce, the pasta stuff, and just have a working pantry. So if you have 5 things of pasta, once you use one, put it on your list and buy another one. So you'll always have 5 things of pasta, so that when you are stuck at home, you'll still have 5 things of pasta. That's the part that this boggles my mind. Like, I run out of things. I'll go to the store, but I don't usually have to go to the store. I can usually wait until I do groceries either later that week or whatever. And then I'll buy two or three of something. Whenever I buy something, I buy two. Same with toilet paper. I am not out of toilet paper. I wanted to buy another package of toilet paper at Costco because they had the bigger packages. Because I had toilet paper in all my bathrooms. I have four. Plus, I had about a half a package of Costco toilet paper. I like to have one whole thing of Costco toilet paper um, as a backup. Plus the ones in my bathroom, which there's about 4 or 5 rolls maybe, because they're all going to get sick first. I'm going to get sick last. I'm the one that does the grocery shopping, so by the time it gets to me, nobody's going to be going to go shopping. Um, or if they are, they're not going to buy it on sale, and that bothers me. So I want them to buy. So I want to be it. That's my way of being in control of the situation, which is fine. So there's 4 people that are going to be home eating the food and hopefully not getting infected by anybody. But we still have to live. We still have to, think. But people are just going nuts, and they're like talking about isolating themselves like a completely like off grid for people who don't have the means to be off grid than I have. Okay, but and then there's been fights at the Costco for parking spaces and for toilet paper, and now since the toilet paper's out, the the water bottles were out for a few days. They got them back, but I'm like, coronavirus is not one that's supposed to cause diarrhea, so I don't know why everybody's gonna be better, you know, cough syrup and open up the airways and stuff like that. Um, elderberry syrup, your vitamins, vitamin C. I have vitamin C here. Why do I have vitamin C here? Because in and we haven't been sick. I have a cough. It's not been bothering me. It hasn't been doing anything else. It's just a raspy throat. I don't know why. It will probably get better. I think it's my allergies. So, and it is what it is. But I think the world has gone mad, and it has now hit close to home. And I have a lot of friends who have a lot more anxiety than I do that are freaking out. I have a lot of people that are close to me that are like, "Oh, I'm not going to do this," but I'm like, "No, still manage to do your activities of daily living. Still go to the shops to get your stuff. Just try not to spend much time in there. Still go to restaurants, either order the food to take out or whatever, because these little shops, if people do not shop there for a couple of weeks, they could go bankrupt, okay? And the people, we don't have mandatory sick leave. A lot of full-time positions have it as part of their agreement. But and I have a lot of friends who work part-time jobs. Some of them are single parents. If they work at, say, a retail store and nobody's shopping, they get sent home early. They're expecting they've budgeted to have, say, more. They can bounce off that little bit. But if their 30 hours a week is cut down to 20 and then cut down to 16, they can't survive on that, especially with a family, you know? So still go out and do your things that you were doing. Take precautions, wash your hands, stop touching your face. If you are sick, stay home. Stay a fair distance around people. Don't, keep an arm distance away, and you should be okay. Just try and be safe. And stuff is not going to be a problem. But the mom and pop shops, the restaurants, the local restaurants, not the franchise. The franchises maybe depends on how many franchises a person owns or whatever. But the ones who have one, they're the people that produce the jobs for everybody else. Those are the ones that you have to still go and try and support as much as you can. And try, okay? Because if they're on pension, they don't have the extra money to stock up, okay? Check on them, see if they need anything. See if they have toilet paper. Give them a couple of rolls. Make sure they have some food. Check in on them, because we as a society are only as good as how we treat people, how we treat the least in society, the one can't offer to give back, the disabled, the people who have disabilities, the elderly, the children, the babies, they can't do anything to help others, right? How you treat them, how you treat animals, and that shows the compassion of as a society. So just try and be kind and try and check in on your neighbors and try to stop the madness and the world spinning and just focus each day as a new day. I pray for everybody to be healthy and that nobody gets sick. But I also pray for all the businesses and stuff that they don't lose their shirt in it and lose their business, lose their income. And all the people that are working in retail and part-time in grocery stores, so that they don't lose their jobs or their hours so that they can pay their bills. Because I know I volunteer at the food cupboard. I'm going to be going there shortly to do my shift to help shop with a client. And those people are just like you and me. We are all one paycheck away. Everybody is so much in debt. They don't have the emergency fund. They don't have the financial security things. So I pray that everybody is going to be okay at the end of all this. So I just thought I would get this out there and pray that you have a pantry, have a bit of stock up, a couple of weeks worth of food, fresh food, dried food, frozen food, whatever, toilet paper, cleaning supplies. Make sure you have one. I always get our prescriptions before we're on vacations, a full bottle, just in case. You never know. And just, but don't hoard. Get extra paper. Get one extra paper by 40, because if you're hoarding all this stuff, everybody else out there is not using soap or toilet paper. And that's going to be another whole other problem. So I hope and pray that everybody will down. Bye, friends.